Hello Stud Scrabbers, Red Suit Studs here, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the new Hasbro Black Series Scout Trooper helmet. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. So here we have our Scout Trooper helmet from the Black Series of Hasbro. I've been waiting for this helmet for quite some time now, ever since it was announced kind of earlier this year. I've been on the email list for an update as far as when it goes in stock, so it finally did, and pre-ordered it right away, and it's finally here. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the Black Series packaging that they've kind of used in the past couple years. It's kind of nice how they give each box like a certain color scheme, like this one's green, since it's a Scout Trooper from Return of the Jedi, and that's kind of a good color to match with that movie there. And you can see how there's kind of the concept art on the side and all the different images, which is really nice. And then you can see on the front here, we have our title, Scout Trooper, a premium electronic helmet, and since it is electronic, it will need 3 AAA batteries. I believe there's just like a voice changer in there. And in the past, some of the Stormtrooper helmets for the Black Series haven't been that great at voice changing. It just kind of muffles your voice. So we'll see how good this one is. And then on the back, you can kind of see the features here with how it has the adjustable strap, the soft padding on the inside, the visor opens up, and the voice changer kind of has all the different details on there. And then of course it tells you which movie it's from too. And then on this side over here, it just kind of gives you another image of the helmet from a front-facing view, and then kind of some other schematics as well. So now that we've gotten a good look at the box, let's crack this bad boy open. So now that we've got our helmet box opened up here, you can see we got our instructions here, and I believe that's going to be showing us how to put the batteries in, which looks like that's what this little panel is here. Looks like it comes in right back here, and you just kind of put the batteries in the back. Looks like you got some extra padding for on the inside of the helmet, and then it also has the chin strap as well. And in the top here, you can see these 4 little pads here. That's actually Velcro, so that'll stick to the helmet here with the padding. So let's put that in there. And so then that just gives a little bit of extra cushion for your head on the inside there. And then it looks like there are some buttons on the inside of each side of the helmet here. So I guess that's where the chin strap is going to go. I might need to adjust the length of it, but it is super easy to get in there. So hopefully it'll be just as easy to either shorten it or lengthen it. All right, so now that we got the padding and the chin strap in here, let's go around back and put those batteries in. So getting those batteries in was actually super easy. They just have this really easy kind of panel that pops off here. There's just a little button, and you screw them right back in, and then it just clips right back into place here. So super easy to get those batteries in. And then in the instruction manuals, it tells you that the button for the voice changer is right down there. So you can kind of hear that little static button. Here, I'll put it up close to my mic here so you can hear it. So that's basically turning on and off the voice changer. So we're going to put this helmet on and see how it sounds and how easy it is to see out of here, because that's always a big important thing for me, is to be able to see out of the helmet, which with some of the Star Wars helmets is pretty difficult, admittedly, but that's just kind of the design of some of them. But I think this one's going to be pretty good because there's some really big, the visor is really nice and big, so I think that'll help. So here's the thing. I've had this helmet on for about 30 seconds, and this has already got to be one of the best Black Series helmets that I've ever worn. In terms of comfortability and the eyesight and just the all-around feel of the helmet on my head, it's got to be, at the very least, in the top 3, if not the #1 Black Series helmet that I've ever worn. There's just enough padding at the top of the helmet to cushion your head without it being too much and getting too hot in here, so that's always a plus. And then just the nature of this helmet, because of how big the visor is, there's a lot of visibility, so it hardly feels like I'm wearing a helmet. It's more like I'm wearing sunglasses. At first I thought I might have a problem with the kind of extra visor around the eyesight here. I thought this was going to be much more of a problem, but really it kind of is only in my peripheral vision just a little bit, so it has great visibility overall. And there's also a chin strap right in here that you can tighten up really nice, and it's like a really nice, like, plasticky rubber material. It's different from some of the other chin straps that are on some of the other Black Series helmets, so it's like softer, it's a lot more comfortable on the chin, so it keeps the helmet nice and tight to the head, so I can turn around, look up and down, and the helmet doesn't sag or anything. Like, I know my Darth Vader helmet is pretty loose on my head because there isn't much to tighten that helmet on the inside. So if I look down, the helmet kind of droops down and it's very heavy on my head. But with this, it's nice and tight and compact, so I can look around and be doing things, and it's super easy to wear. And then of course we have the voice changer element, which I never buy these Black Series helmets for the voice changers because they're never that good. I mean, they're better than they used to be. They used to be really bad. Like, it used to hardly pick up your voice at all. I don't have it on right now, so I'll push it on in just a second. But these newer ones, they pick up the voice a lot better, but there's a little bit of a delay. You can't really use it as an actual voice changer because it kind of takes a second or two to actually get the words out. So here, I'll turn it on so you guys can hear it. So you can hear that little button when you first turn it on, and then it starts doing the voice changing. And I don't know really how it sounds on the microphone. I can just kind of hear my voice inside the helmet, but I know there's a delay, so you're probably hearing my actual words before you hear the distorted version on the helmet. But I also think that this version of the voice changer sounds a little silly. Like, it sounds like a cartoon bad guy, like an imitation of what Darth Vader is, kind of like a cartoon version. So we're gonna turn it off here. So it's not that great, but once again, I never buy these things for the voice changers. It's really just for the aesthetic and how it looks. And the comfortability of it is also amazing. So those two things are already a really great show of this helmet. And then the other feature that's really nice that I think I'm gonna utilize a lot, since I wear helmets so often for my videos, and I use them a lot for like TikTok lives and stuff like that, is that the front face of the helmet, you can see there's kind of the seam here. The front face actually lifts up, similar to how it does in like some of the movies and shows. So I'll show you here how that works. So you can kind of lift the front face up, and then you can see it kind of just hangs above you. But this is really nice in case you want to lift it up to like get a drink or eat something if you're like cosplaying at a convention. It's a really nice way to be able to take a break from wearing it without actually taking the helmet off completely. So let's tilt that back down here. So yeah, that's another really great feature that kind of lends itself to being a really nice cosplay helmet, because if you do need a break, you can just lift it up and then put it right back down. So like I said, overall, I think this Black Series is probably one of the best helmets they've ever made. And in addition to all that, I just really love the design of Scout Trooper helmets, so I've been waiting for this one for a really long time, and I almost ended up getting it through some other third parties, through some other cosplay companies, for like $300, some 3D printed replicas, but I never pulled the trigger on it, and I'm glad I didn't, because now I finally have a cheaper alternative. This one was about $130 through Hasbro. And all the other places I was looking, it's going to be more expensive because, you know, they're handcrafting it and they're independent businesses. But since this one's being mass-produced by Hasbro, it's a little bit cheaper than your run-of-the-mill cosplay helmet. So it was really nice to be able to get this Scout Trooper helmet for a little bit cheaper. And I love the Scout Troopers. So this is definitely one of my favorite helmets. So let me know in the comments what you think of the Scout Trooper Black Series helmet. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.